And Chair Francisco Vázquez,
Present.
Vice Chair Joanna Esroj, he will not be able to attend. Secretary Laisha Garcia, Commission Member Jesus Cervantes,
Present.
Commission Member Juan Lopez,
Present.
Commission Member Sonia Urquiza,
Present.
and Secretary Laisha Garcia will not be present, and Commission Member Sergio Molina no response. Commission Chair, you have a quorum.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, please join me on the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm informed that we have someone from the public, so this is the time to address the commission. At this moment, we're gonna hear the call to the public. We may not take any actions because it's not part of the agenda, but we're gonna be listening to your request.
Hi, good afternoon. So my name is Guadalupe Jacobo, my daughter, Bella Fuentes. We've been residents here for forever. And they recently been invited to participate in the World Series up in San Diego. So her team is trying to raise funds to obviously offset some of the cost. She's been playing since she was 5 and she played all along here in Somerton, so in the City League. So now she's excited to go to the World Series. So any help would be greatly appreciated.
Okay. At this moment, we're limited to just listen to you, but one of the things that I will address this issue on the next meeting, so we may actually have a response. Back then, we may take action. So if you would like to, I would like to schedule you on the next Parks and Recs Commission special agenda meeting, which is on July, I believe it's the third week of July, the Wednesday. And then you may address again us, and by then we can take action.
May I ask a question? When is this the World Series? When is the tournament? Or
Yes, it's a World Series up in July 11th through the 16th.
July 11th.
so there's enough time?
No, we have our meeting is scheduled by the third week of July. And because it's not on the agenda, we cannot take action. That's basically what it is. But it doesn't mean that we cannot help you. Okay, I mean, I've been myself being a coach, I know what it takes little by little from here, from there.
Exactly.
It actually is a big help.
Yes, definitely.
So I appreciate, and I know Isabella, she was my former student. I hope she said, hello, Isabella, how are you? Remember what I said in class? That's why you need to be polite to everyone. Okay, and you're a good player, and I hope we can help you next month. I know it's a little bit late, but we're limited to our own policies
Right,
here.
we
Okay,
understand.
so thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Mhm. Thank you.
Commission Chair, I believe we have another person from the public wishing to address Commission.
Okay, perfect. Anybody else?
Hi, my name is Connie, and I'm basically kind of something similar to the best person, but as for ourselves, we're looking forward to see if we could have the baseball fields, if we could use them without basically a fee, like be sponsored.
Oh, to waive the fee, that's what you
Waive the
requested.
fee,
Mhm.
exactly. We were planning on doing a night tournament to fundraising for or since we're going to be representing Somerton also originals over in Runner Park, it's like 50 miles from San Francisco. And our event is also coming up next month, July, from the 17th to the 24th.
No, then we can schedule. Oh yeah, so the 17th to the 24th of
There's a
July.
tournament. It would be the tournament up over there in San
Okay,
Francisco.
and you're planning
for
to
the-
participate too.
They were participating. But the event that we were working on, possible regarding the using the fields for the fundraising, would it be, we were thinking July 8th or 9th. I don't know what's
2
available.
days or 1 day? Yes. Are you looking for
Either or. No,
Either
there's
or.
all the dates that we were thinking of, but I don't know since they're busy or taken, or that's what we have like options on the dates.
Have you under your Mr. Mesa? Have you, as a director, have you waived the fee without the commission permission?
No.
No, it has to go through the
That
commission.
I recollect. That's something that been firmly directed by city administration,
okay.
not to waive fees. So a possible donation from the commission could be considered towards the total payment of the fees, and we can work, since they're local, provide the local fee for a resident and possibly for nonprofit. I mean, if it applies.
Okay, so again, we're limited to our own city policy, and because it's not on an item on the agenda, we cannot take action. But one for sure, we can give you a much better answer next time.
Okay.
And we haven't said, since we're here, as long as we have a little bit of funding, we're trying to help everyone. Believe me that.
Okay.
And you are not going to be the first case that we don't say, no, I don't want this to be, no. So please be here next meeting, and I will make sure that we have you on the agenda. Then we can, meanwhile, probably Mr. Jesus can work something with you so you can, I don't know, at this moment, I'm not supposed to give you any answers. I don't want to say more than
once
this.
again, when would this be again?
Okay, it's the third Wednesday of July. Same place, same time.
Okay.
Sounds good?
Sounds good.
Okay, so can you leave your information with Jesus, please? Okay, so we can add you into the next meeting.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Okay. Let's move on to item number 6, old business, discussion and general recap of Somerton Arts Festival 2022. Jesus Mesa. Mr. Mesa.
Well, Commission Chair, Vice Chair's not here, but Commission members, just want to provide an update on the whole breakdown of the event that occurred earlier in April. As we know, it was a big success, very good turnout. It exceeded all of our expectations, I believe. I had faith in that event, but it exceeded mine too. But so we're just trying to break down the financial aspect of it and the impact it had on our budgets. It was well worth the investment from both parties. As you can see, I deducted the allocated funding that was approved by the commission earlier this year, 2000. The total amount that was deducted from your account was $1,972 with 22 cents. So it's a little bit less than the 2000 that was approved. And the total investment in general from both the City of Somerton and the Somerton Parks and Recreation Commission came out to $10,281 with 68 cents. Sponsorships that came in, as you can see, it's almost 3,500. It did offset total expense quite a bit. And the total investment from the city was a little over $4,800. The next, any questions up to this point?
No question.
No.
The next picture, you can see the detailed breakdown by line item per se. It was a lot of little details into this particular event. Every cent was used for the event. Nothing was budgeted, returned to any of the accounts for Parks and Rec. The only thing that was, you could say, came back to our accounts was the $396 from the liquor sales, which was deposited to the 105649 account, which belongs to the commission. And the rest of the expenditures, you can see all the ones highlighted red were allocated to the commission account. The rest were paid by the general fund for Parks and Rec. And so overall, we didn't go over budget. We had our budget allocated for culture events. Fortunately, some other events were not able to take place. We were able to grab some funding from there. We didn't go over our budget either for Parks and Rec for this fiscal year, so that's great. And it was well worth it. I mean, we did put it together in quite a bit short notice. Hopefully next year there's going to be more time for the sponsorship package to be promoted and more sponsors to be acquired, which in a limited time, we did get a lot of in-kind support from local businesses and contributors. And the 3,500 were monetary, so that did offset the dollar amount. And that's pretty much it. I mean, you can check out all the line items there. It has all the details. And I just wrote down there the December 2015 was the date the commission approved the $2,000. So it was last year, just to clarify. And that's pretty much it. I don't know, do you have any comments there?
I just want to say, Jesus, you organized the event. You help us organize the event in a way that it looked very, very well organized. I'm sorry for that. But it was very well organized. I didn't receive any negative feedback from no one, actually, during that night. It was a very, very, very well-planned event. I guess there was something for everyone. And it was, as your vision as a family event was well accomplished. So I guess I want to say that organizing things like this, you're an excellent organizer. Okay, everything fell in place. Those 5 hours that I think they were very well invested. I mean, some of us put more than that, but it was worth it. It's a beautiful event. It was such an awesome event. I would like to see this momentum to continue and not just fade away. During the upcoming month. So hopefully we can plan a little bit of few, even small activities, so we can continue with this momentum. Otherwise, it's going to be really hard to catch up next year and start again from scratch, from zero.
Yes, that's something that I have been communicating with staff, that we have to keep it going, get some momentum, carrying it on throughout the year, so we don't get cold percents and cold feet, and then we start from scratch. So there's a sense of that we follow up on this cultural activities and we keep promoting them and doing some outreach. That's the event's pretty much going to come together by itself. It's not going to be as forceful, the whole planning phase and organization. And I mean, the people are going to wait for it for next year. We did request additional funding for next year. I believe 3,500, if I'm not mistaken. So that's an additional funding. We only had allocated 2,000 for this year, so that was going to be directed for culture events.
One comment is, I think focusing on arts, Summerton Arts Festival was the right idea. Instead of having, arts and wine.
Yes.
I think just focusing on the arts, I think that we were able to engage the community. I think it's an event that is culture and is needed here, and people were, curious and exploring, excited.
Yeah.
And it gives a chance to the people who make arts and crafts or art to make a living. I mean, earn something there.
Yeah.
And show their work to the community. So I think it's great. And I think to be able to have even smaller events more often, I think would be ideal.
Yes, that's the intent and the idea, to host smaller outreach activities in the neighborhood parks, do it throughout the whole city, and different themes that are going to be elements that are going to be part of the actual bigger event. I would suggest and recommend to the commission to be in contact and close communication with the department moving forward, so we can keep promoting those smaller events and make it work some way, somehow. There's always means and ways. The department's always going to be busier, but if we don't make an extra effort, this whole momentum is going to slow down, and we don't want it to basically die. So let's keep it going. And by the time we do the events, if it's going to be in April, which I believe it was a good date, we're in motion.
Yep, totally. Your recommendation is well appreciated. I totally agree that we need to continue at least something small, but let's not let it die.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the problem.
Yeah, and kind of to echo what's already been said, I mean, the event was a success. I did want to mention that that same weekend that the event was held and over, at least from the logistical side, I was approached by several entities that will be sponsors for our next event. So we did kind of prove to them that this type of event is successful in Summerton. So the hope is that our sponsorship area will actually grow. There's been, I guess I could say, unofficial buy-in already from certain sponsors. Some of them are sponsors that are sponsored, like going back to the double word again. Some of these sponsors are those that already sponsor current city events, such as the Tamala Festival, Corn Festival, and some of our other little activities that the city hosts. So it was an excellent event. Like I said, it proved to them that there is value in the arts festival. And I think that's what might have kind of had some of these sponsors shy away from putting money into us. And even some of our vendors, they were kind of like, well, it's your first year. Maybe we're not going to make our money back. But I just want to throw that out there. From the logistical side, I've already started planning for next year. My hope is that I will have a complete binder that will go over everything that the commission needs. I've already also created contacts for our digital marketing to include the digital billboards, which we didn't see, at least here in town. We saw the one in San Luis and crossing the border, which was excellent. So my thing will be to mimic that here stateside with our digital billboards on 95 and Avenue B on 32nd Street. So we've already established those contacts and communication lines. And of course, I'll share this with Parks and Rec staff so that you guys can also start building your personal toolkits for all of our future events. So we do the proper marketing and get it off the ground. And I understand that you guys are always swamped, so I'm trying to kind of do all the footwork ahead of stuff so that the only thing that is really required is just the signatures and legal review of contracts and whatnot. So everything will be in one centralized package for all of our events, whether it's the art festival or our, I guess, upcoming events that we'll have be building out. So I just wanted to throw that out there that, yes, I mean, from the moment the festival was over, I started already contacting those contacts and making those connections so that next year we have everything all in order and are ahead of schedule. We're not kind of chasing our tails and trying to make stuff happen within a 2-week window.
Yes, I agree. And we have the foundation already set from the PAC sponsorship package. The concept, I think we did hit the nail there. It was a great decision. It did complicate the whole marketing aspect of it, but it was a good call.
And not only that, they oversee the expectation of attendees. I don't know how many, but I believe there was over 1,000 people attending.
Yeah, most likely.
Yes.
But yeah, overall, we thank you and your staff. I know your staff was hustling out in the heat, and they made everything happen, and everything was a great success because of them. So thank you to you and your staff.
And you commend the work of Josue and Rodney. They were key to this. They played a major role alongside the commission, and we did follow up with the displaying the art. So
I don't know if you follow up, but there was a beautiful. Now some art center has art, actual art.
We did come through.
Yeah. So it looks. And
that was Josue. He was the one that actually placed the art and all the frames and all that. So
good job, Josue.
One question: how did the vendors do? Did they recover their investment? Did they?
I spoke to. I'm sorry. Let me jump into. I spoke to actually the one who was. She was extremely pleased. She thought at the beginning she thought it was not going to be that. The one who was selling the Mexican. Arts like los manteles. Oh my God, she was like, I ran out of things. Can you believe it? She was extremely happy. She was like, she said like, next, are you sure you're gonna be doing this next year? That's the plan. So
it did real.
Even the food, you noticed, the food was actually the food vendors also.
Yes.
That is very positive because they attract more people. So the more vendors we have, if they do well, we do well.
Yeah, and there's some room for growth over there. I think the ideal situation would be to do it again at Centennial Park. It'll look nice and all that, and we can expand the vendor area a little bit more.
It was amazing that we have room for more vendors and more activities there. And I thought it would be like very tight, very complicated with the space, but actually we can have more people in there.
Well, but for me, there's nothing but commencing. I was extremely proud and happy to be part of this and to see the response of the public. And everything seems to be the fall in place. Gabe, I was nothing but good words for you and your staff, and I hope we can have the same success next year.
Yeah, positive that will happen, and the staff knows the drill. They know the whole process, so we should be just fine.
So if we work together, we're gonna make this again very, very, very successful. Extremely successful.
Well, that's all been said. Thank you, Jesus, and your staff.
You look very happy when you were there.
I was there all day, and it was good. It was real good. A lot of people.
Yeah, lots of people. It was like
a lot of kids.
Lots of kids. Yes.
Lots of kids. I think they ran out of art supplies. The art department was blown out.
Yes, we had to go for more supplies.
And maybe a little bit more of light painting areas, even a small one.
Yeah,
because it was a great success. It was a great success.
And just it would be good to actually start thinking of the next smaller event, like you guys said, to keep the momentum going, and to take it seriously and actually make it happen.
I believe we have the you could say the all the tools to do it. We have a flamenco folkloric dance. It's free, and we could do something maybe. Joe Munoz, new court. We've never used to for
Yes.
something like that.
That's good too.
Mhm.
And move it around,
You
move it
take
around.
the event to a new area,
Yes.
so maybe other
Yes.
people join.
It's
All right.
there. That's what it's
Yeah.
intended for.
Yeah, something that doesn't require a lot of planning, and it's something that we can just move and promote as.
Yes,
Mhm.
we have it. We need to set up the stage, a smaller stage, and we have bleachers there. And it's not a big setup, but it's a practical setup. And we just bought
Yeah.
bleachers for that side, so there's going to be
Mhm.
seating, and to come, there's going to be a drinking fountain there. So
Mhm.
there's restrooms close. So
Mhm.
And with all the improvements that have been made there, it's pretty nice, beautiful park.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's actually coming around.
Mhm.
It's coming around. Yes, definitely. Okay. Any questions for Jesus Mesa?
No question for me.
No questions. Cervantes? Nothing. Okay. Once again, thank you very much for all your hard work and for making this a success. I know we went through a lot of, little obstacles here and there, but somehow we overcome them. And it showed, that
Yes.
it was a beautiful event.
Thank you, and
Mhm.
thank you for the trusting in the staff and myself. And I'm glad we were able to come through as a team.
Hope to see you next year there. You have to be there. Okay. New business, item 7.1. I spoke to Ms. Yolanda Goicolea. She would like to decline the petition at this moment and leave it for further time. So I'm not going to request any action from your side because she says that at this moment, since the season is over, whatever, she would like to see how big will be the team for next year. And just drop the request, item 7.1. Item 7.2, I have a letter from Mr. Moreno. It's actually, there is a little typo here. You should read discussion and possible action regarding donation request from Jose Moreno from Somerton Middle School wrestling team. Not to confuse with Yolanda Goicolea's two independent items. Mr. Mesa, were you aware of that little typo? Okay.
Actually, no, but I will make the correction.
Okay, please. So you should read discussion and possible action regarding donation request from Jose Moreno
Yes.
from Somerton Middle School wrestling team. And here's the letter that he sent us. Dear commission members, I'm writing this letter on behalf of our Somerton wrestling program. Currently, we have about 60 wrestlers participating in our wrestling program throughout the week. To continue supporting our students' efforts, we're asking our local community members to support Somerton wrestling by providing our athletes with opportunities to develop, grow, and compete. Our goal is to raise $5,000 to pay for summer travel, wrestling camps, and wrestling tournaments. I understand that the funds are scarce at this time and many are asking for donations. However, I promise this donation will help support our students, athletes to have a better experience as they participate in our extracurricular programs. Thank you for your time and consideration. If you have further questions, please contact me at 928-580-5602. Respectfully, Jose Moreno, Somerton wrestling coach. It is in the agenda, so we can take action on it. At this moment, I just want to say that I'm actually an employee of the Somerton School District, and Mr. Moreno, as it is at this moment, he's still my immediate supervisor. So because of that, I need to declare conflict of interest. And I guess the rest is up to you guys.
Same with me. He's my brother, so it represents a conflict of interest. So I'm not able to vote.
At that point, then I don't think we would be able to discuss or take official action because
we need one more vote.
Yeah, we would need an additional body to essentially vote on it as a commission, unfortunately. One item as well, was there a reason no one showed up to kind of petition on behalf of it? Like Mr. Moreno or someone from the group?
He was aware, and but we didn't get no confirmation or update that he wasn't going to be able to attend.
And not that it matters, it's just a note, since we do sometimes, well, we do encourage those that are requesting a donation to kind of be present and make a case for it. But okay, thank you. But yeah, going back to the initial item, we'll have to table it till our meeting next month on the 20th for discussion and action. If we do have a additional body or yes, at that point for a proper vote.
Yeah, and then next month he's no longer my boss. So then I guess the conflict dies, because at this moment he's still currently the principal for Somerton Middle School. But the fiscal year ends on June 30th. So after that, then I'm just a regular John Doe. Yeah, I will accept that to table the item for next meeting, due to the fact that we don't have quorum for that, because of the fact that I'm declaring conflict of interest at this point. And Moreno is also in the same situation. But so it's kind of sad because I know that team is an excellent. I mean, what can I say? But hopefully next time we have an extra body here. Okay. Now, one of the things that we may do, I wonder if we can schedule a special meeting to actually help, because it's. I know. I'm sorry. I'm talking out of discussion of possible activities for. Okay. Let me go back to the agenda then. And so we're okay with tabling item 7.2 for next meeting?
Yes.
Okay. Because of the lack of votes here. Oh. In item 7.3, discussion of possible activities for special needs children. Mr. Lopez, your project.
Good afternoon, fellow commissioners, Commission President. We had an idea of an event for special needs kids and adults. The information that I have for the commission is that it's called Special Day for Special Needs. It's going to be set for October. I already spoke with the city, Parks and Rec, Jesus and Josue, to reserve the date. It's supposed to be on October 15th. And as we speak, we also have a flyer, working on a flyer, but we have plenty of time. The idea of the event, the invites for the event is going to be for kids and adults, special needs, strictly special needs, kids and adults. Other kids will be able to attend, but only if their siblings or have to be with a special kid or adult. But it's not open to the public, Okay, well, that's that information flyer. What we'll be doing in the event is going to be obstacles, or like a track and field day. So it's supposed to be in Council Park, and the event is supposed to be like obstacles, or like track and field obstacles. And also it's not a competition. I'm not going to make it who's first or second. Medals are going to be given to every participant. Right now, I'm still working on registration, to control how many medals I need. And helping me is going to be Josue. Josue has experience with, he's worked before with special needs kids. And the owner of OCHS, Our Choice Human Services, he gives services to special needs adults. And he's going to be one of our big sponsors, and he's also helping me with this event. Okay, so let's see. The purpose of the event is to educate the local community. It's open to Yuma County, but So it's more to educate the whole community on the special needs programs that they have for kids and adults. I'm learning as we go. The owner of the OCHS came to me and told me and asked me if we could do this because he feels that we need this in Somerton to educate more on special needs kids and adults. There was an event that went on in San Luis and there was I think more than 150 participants and there's a big need for that. And we wanted to do it in Somerton. So he called me and we talked and I go, let's move forward. Also, at the event, we will be inviting companies to give information regarding special needs. I think I don't know a lot about that yet, but there's a lot of programs that parents don't know or special needs guardians don't know about programs that are for kids and adults out there, and that is the idea of the whole event. There will be no money made. I mean, I will be asking for sponsorships and donations because I have expenses. We're gonna have expenses. I plan to feed all the kids, shirts for the staff, maybe music, like a DJ, like a simple DJ. But I would need to rent a generator. I don't know about that yet because the noise for the kids, I don't know that about.
The tolerance. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so we have and we've been talking and I gotta watch out about the food too because all the allergies and stuff. So it's gonna. Well, I have time. We have time, so we're gonna try to plan everything out pretty good. Another one of the. I have more. I'm going to get medals for other participants. I'll try to get sponsorship for that. On the obstacles, the idea was I looked it up online and have like going through hoops and bowling and even throwing like a sack, even renting the jumpers if it's hot. If it's hot with water, if it's not hot, but just don't put water on them, but have them do obstacles like that. I'm planning to have like an obstacle for kids that are even on wheelchairs. It doesn't have to be anything like that. So that's the idea. Council Park is super big. We have plenty of room, and the city is going to help with any equipment that I need. We've just having a lot of communication with that. So, also. Another thing that we're going to have at the event is going to invite the police department to update addresses for kids with special needs. What they told me about that is that the police department can know if there's a kid out walking in the street, they can report it. If a special need kid lives around there, they can report it. They know that something is wrong. I think that's super. And registrations. That's pretty much it. I don't know if now, because it wasn't on the agenda to ask for a donation, I can ask for a donation right now.
Since it is a discussion of possible activities for special needs children, I believe we can actually move forward with this. It is on the agenda. Okay. Limitations that we have into this. The amounts and all that stuff. But if it's up to my colleagues to make a motion, and then we can take it from there. Okay, I can second the motion, but they will have to make a motion if we support you financially, which is your main request, because obviously you said several times that the food and everything else, it takes money, and I understand that. And also, please add me to your group of people that can help you. I have a lot of contacts because before becoming a teacher, I used to work with this population. So they are the reason why I became actually a teacher. So my heart and goes to.
That was another thing that I left out. I'm here to also invite the commission to be part of this event. With our City of Summer, Parks and Rec Commission. I'm not doing it for myself. It's to help out.
Yeah.
And also regarding volunteers, The person from OCHS, he has 150 employees that are certified to deal with people with special services, special needs, and he is willing to send as many people as I need. Yeah, that's going to be a great thing.
Yeah, and the matters that I can help you will be with also service providers. Okay, for example, Smile, services maximizing independent living, and empowering them. So that's what they call Smile, and they deal with the adults and young adults with special needs too. So yeah, I would like to help you in as much as I can. So you have my number, and it will be great. It will be a beautiful activity. We just have the Special Olympics view. Okay. You have to say. Okay. So I lose track over here, but definitely count with my support, and okay. So is there any Ms. Moreno, you have a motion, I guess?
Yeah.
What is your motion?
I want to make a motion to provide a donation to support Mr. Lopez event that he's describing.
Okay, does your motion carry a specific amount of money? Is that because that's in your case, it will be for a group, am I right? It's
Yes,
not individual.
Yes, that's correct.
Based on our commission count, I don't think we have enough members for a vote, do we? Because it's 50 plus 1. So we have 7 commission members on the official roster. So
that was another thing, and we have plenty of time if we have to do this in another moment.
Yeah.
That'll be fine. And I understood that. I was wondering about that as well.
Yeah, because if I second the motion, he seconds
Yes.
still with 3 votes.
Yes.
We need up.
No, and that's fine. Like
One
I said,
more,
it's in
so that's-
October.
Yeah.
We have plenty of time, but
yes, I mean, we will definitely support the
Yeah.
cause, because I mean, it is a good cause, and I mean, being the Parks and Rec Commission, it's another area that really needs attention. I mean, our facilities should also be able to be used by anybody and everybody, regardless of any limitations that they may have. And I think this is a great event that will highlight that portion of the community that is sometimes overlooked or kind of
Or
ignored.
is underserved.
Underserved.
Undermined, yes.
But yes, I mean, we will definitely be supporting that cause. Is that unfortunately we don't have enough members to vote.
Like I repeated, like I said earlier, it's a nonprofit event. It's I'm not gonna be I'm gonna be asking for donations for shirts, for food. I'm not gonna be asking for cash or check or anything. I'm probably gonna go to a store and ask, how many are 100 medals, So
Will cost you.
yeah, how much is that going to cost me? Here's a quote. That's the idea.
So that's what I'm okay. Any more questions for Mr. Juan Lopez?
Well, I think if you have like a total of your expenses that you expect to make next time, it's going to be easier for us to decide on how much the commission can contribute.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking also. Have an idea of, all the expenses. Yeah, the medals.
Yeah, there is a maximum that we can help groups, and we can discuss that point on the next meeting. Hopefully, Miss. I spoke to Miss Vice Chair Esrog, and she was very sorry not to be here, but she has to take care of other, other enterprises. But anyways, hopefully next meeting we'll have at least one more member.
Yes.
And then we can help you, because bless your heart. Come on, this is so beautiful. Like that, my daughter supported the Special Olympics at the district. And probably we can help you. I can help you personally also to make those contacts with our district. So, we can invite the schools, because there is always, as Mr. Cervantes said, this population is a lot of times underserved, or it's like not perceived as.
I've had a lot of people tell me that a lot of the parents or guardians are scared to come out, and but I think with all the people with the experience, like you said, and volunteers, with knowing a lot of people, I think it's going to be pretty good.
And remember, even if you have 20 participants, but you actually put the first seed, and then next time it will grow and it will grow. But we need to start serving that community too. All the cities do, except but Somerton is growing, so we need to be part of that open mentality now. I'm very, very, very happy that you brought this to our attention, and of course, you can count with my support personally and as your colleague.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, so definitely we're gonna have 3. Let's moving on to item number 8, future agenda items. So we have 3 items on the table here. We have the Jose Moreno request. We have the Juan Lopez request, and actually 4. We have the 2 other requests from Fuentes. Did I say that right? Yeah. From Bella Fuentes, Isabella. And then the other, did she left the info with you guys?
Connie, her name is, she said
Connie Valencia? Okay, so we have 4 items for the next meeting. So in order to expedite this process, I wonder if we can have a very short, only to move this forward, because notice that these 2 groups over here, they need the money before July 20th. That's for sure. And so if we go into our next regular meeting, I believe it's gonna be July 16th or something.
July 20th. So yeah, kind of. If it'd be possible to have a meeting.
Is very quickly, only to go through this, and we can actually move forward with those. Usually when I go off on vacation during the first week of July, but I'm willing to stay behind. Hopefully, we can help them sooner rather than later. So do you mind checking your calendar so we can see we can have a special meeting and we can actually contact and from my side, I think that's it. I'm going to start with my left, Mr. Cervantes. Anything else that you would like to add for the regular meeting on July?
For the regular July 20th meeting, I'd like to add a review and discussion of our attendance policy. That's been kind of a sore subject with our commission, and unfortunately, sometimes it does lead to situations like today where we are telling individuals that we can't meet their needs at this point because we don't have enough people to vote on or approve the request. So that's my only item at this point, just to go over the attendance policy as set in our bylaws. And I'll send a copy of it to everybody, or send it to Mr. Mesa so he can send it to the group for review prior to the meeting.
It's actually one of the things that I was hoping is to send a letter to one of the individuals, because we already have a policy in place. Okay, and if we are not following, then it is our fault that we're not following. One of the things that I noticed, the 2 times that Miss Ezra has been absent, she has contacted me or contact Mr. Mesa. Okay, let us know that she was going to be absent, and it is appreciated that but there is other members that they have us in the limbo, and that's not okay, and it hurts my feelings. Like today, that we were able to help somebody and we couldn't because of the fact that of our quorum issues. So okay. So for next item, if we can go for the just a kind of a quick review of the attendance policy. Also, we may have actually a little invitation from the city manager to review or duties as a commission and the purpose of the commission with staff. I will keep you posted if that will. But right now contemplating the possibility to have that in as part of our discussions. But so definitely attendance, that will be one of the items. I would like to call for a special meeting. I did ask you to check your calendars, and you tell me, and I'll be here. If could be next week, could be the following 2 weeks, and we don't have to meet here if it's not necessary, but we have to meet, and we have to give him at least a week so he can post it, and we don't break any meetings laws. Anything else for the regular meeting, Mr. Mesa? I mean, Mr. Cervantes.
I know that was the only thing.
That's
It's just
the
attendance of, I guess.
Okay. Then moving on with Ms. Moreno, anything that you like to add for the next regular meeting, July 20th?
I think it might seem like it's a lot of time, or it might be too soon to start thinking of the next arts event.
Mhm.
I think that, things happen and then it gets delayed, and then it's, all of a sudden it's late.
Mhm.
So I just want to at least that we start discussing what could be the next event.
A small one to
A
support?
small one,
Mhm,
yeah,
okay.
small one, but just to start,
Would you like to lead that on the next meeting?
I will.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Lopez, anything else that you would like to add for July 20th? We have the attendance, a small event for arts. Would you like to,
Did you have the
would you
possible
like to be
donation
possible there?
Yeah.
Okay,
for the
then for your,
special day for special needs?
Special needs for, okay. So special
Day
day for special needs. Okay. Okay, tomorrow, Mr. Mesa, I would like to meet with you to actually to draft the letter.
Sure.
Okay, I already have spoken to our city manager, and because we need to have attendance. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
So, okay, so if you're gonna, I don't know, for July, only 3 items, and let's keep it that way. Arts event, small event, special day for special needs, attendance. And if Parks and Recs would like to add something to the agenda, or July 20th.
No, just to add a side note, I mean, just to want to express my appreciation and say thank you to the commission. Honestly, learn a lot from all of you. It's been a pleasure working with all of you. I know there was some differences here and there with the art, but it all was for a good purpose, and it was part of the building of this good project that we now have on hand. But I know the commission and myself and staff have always been on the same page and with the same purpose, which is to improve the quality of life of the residents and contribute with something positive for the community and the region, which we've been accomplishing. And that's, I'm proud of that, and I'm proud to be part of what we've done. So just thank you. Tuesday is my last day here working with the city of Somerton. I'm going to be active as a Parks and Rec director until Tuesday, June 11th. I'm planning to be around. Hopefully, I'm going to continue to collaborate through another platform, possibly through the NAU AmeriCorps, and be involved with volunteers for the senior programs, and so it would still be interconnecting.
But okay, Mr. Cervantes, you were going to say something.
Oh, no, I was going to say, thank you for the service you provided. I mean, you were very involved with the commission. And as you touched on, all of us were on the same page. At the end of the day, it was to better our offerings to our citizens. And I think we have made a big difference. We've made we went from kind of it's going to sound, I guess it depends how you take it. Being disliked by some of our community members, overall in general, bad PR, bad interactions, to now, I mean, there's still going to be some, of course, because you can't please everybody, but it went from getting tons and tons of complaints almost every day and during every season, during every sport, to now maybe one or two here and there. And so your leadership and ability to run the Parks and Rec program has not gone unnoticed, and it has taken it from kind of being a background department to now being a forefront department and actually doing its true purpose and job, which is Parks and Recreation. So I just wanted to say thank you, and you will be missed. And as you said, hopefully we do still interact with you through different means and different organizations. And I'll say this, now you no longer have to worry about being collared, because now you can come back and be a thorn on people's behind, just like I tend to be. So, but no, you will be missed, and thank you for your service to us and for your dedication.
Thank you for that.
I just want to say also, I guess we've been in this together since you joined the Parks and Rec as a director, and I joined the commission. And I noticed that without your support, and the communication that we had, the open channels between, I think we made a very good friendship in the last 2 years. So I just have gratitude, towards you that you have made my experience here with the commission much pleasant, and the success that we have at the Somerton Arts. It was proven that things can be done, and we went to a lot of hoops, but at the end we accomplished something that we wanted to accomplish. Is let's promote the arts, let's promote Somerton with a little bit of twist and the arts and crafts and a different view. That yes, we do have talented kids, we have talented artists here, and with your vision, I think we had a very good success. And also, when you joined as Parks and Recs director, I know you remember our budget. We were worried because we barely have $150 to give away. You remember that? You entered when we were almost in red. You leave in, we have kind of a nice cushion of more than $2,000 to continue helping our community. And I hope we can continue working in different areas. And yes, please don't be a stranger. You're welcome to address us at any time, since you do have the experience, and always the experience is needed. So thank you very much. I wish you the best on your next endeavor, and keep in touch.
Thank you.
And Mr. Mesa, I'm sad to see you go, because you are a person that is attentive to detail and, serious about your job. And I just hope that whatever you're going to do next, you're successful, and, it's a bigger and better thing. And I hope to see you here, still working with us in some way. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mesa, and best wishes in your future job. Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Before I adjourn, I would like to ask you guys if I'm planning to meet with probably the city manager. I hope I can have a short meeting with the city manager in matters of July 4th. The July 4th for the last 2 years have been our revenue. And right now, Mr. Mesa is informing me that somebody else has been actually has been given the 4th of July beer garden. So that actually will leave us with nothing on July. No money's coming up. And as we notice, the increase of people asking for donations, they're gonna keep coming.
Right.
Okay, so we need to have a healthy numbers. Okay, so we can support the people that needs that help. They need us. Okay, even if it's a small amount. When I was when I was a coach, you have no idea how good it felt when I had my kids. Hey, look, San Luis Arizona give us this donation for $500. Oh my God, it make a big difference. When we actually able to help you with your club, it makes a big difference, even if it's a small amount. But we need to. I hope if one of you can go tomorrow with me, or whenever the city manager has the time to meet with us and see what can we do about the 4th of July, so we can at least have access to some of the profits from the beer garden. Okay, I don't mind sharing or whatever, but we need to get some, or we need to come out with our own activities to raise funds, and then that becomes another major problem. With the logistics and everything. So if we can help with the beer garden, will you be available? Can I count with you? If it's a possibility, like last year or the year before.
Okay, since everybody's looking at me, yes, just like last year. I mean, it had to be a staggered schedule, but I mean, I think I guess the first step will be to kind of pose that question to city administration. What is happening?
Yeah, what is happening?
I mean, and to get an honest answer, of course, no one needs to sugarcoat stuff. I mean, if we were just not selected, we weren't selected. But as long as there's reasoning and actual logic behind it, then that is fine, at least me personally. And touching on the basis or in the concept of making money for the commission, yeah, I think we should focus on kind of building our own fundraising activities, not relying so much on city resources due to inconsistencies in support that's been provided, at least lately. Because at the end of the day, yes, when our monies are made, we do not keep them. They are reinvested into the community via sponsorship requests or other activities. So, but that's just my opinion on things.
Okay.
But yeah, circling back, if resources are needed, yes, I am available. But
thank you very much. We need to also, if that's the big if 4th of July is available to us, definitely I'm also available to help, and so we can raise funds. Ms. Moreno.
Well, regarding if we're given the chance to manage the beer garden, I have participated before, and I would do it again.
Thank you very much.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait. I might be away. I have to double check because there's a vacation planned, and I just have to check.
I have 2 teachers that have said, hey, if you need us for the 4th of July, like 2 years ago, last year, I have two volunteers. Okay. So, Mr. Lopez?
Yeah, I don't know yet. I would have to get back with you.
So now the question is, you want me to pursue with asking the city manager, or you want me to just keep it as it is, and then we can pursue our own planning, our own activities, fundraising? What is your wish?
For my part, I think that at least for this year, since this is just going to happen very soon, it gives us a chance to make some funds to ask to see if we can either take part with whoever is taking it right now, or to be giving another option, and then seriously think of different avenues to.
Okay. Mr. Lopez, what is your thought? Leave it as it is, or you want me to pursue it, see if we can?
Yeah, this would have been my first time volunteering as Parks and Rec Commission. I don't know. When we volunteered, does just the commission volunteer?
Yes, that is correct. The beer garden in the last 2 years, we've been making close to the thousands or over the thousands. Remember, it has been very good money, isn't it? Yeah, it's very, very, very
good money.
Very good money.
I think we should keep it, follow through, and do it again if we can.
Okay, and Cervantes.
Yes, without it becoming a discussion, since it's not on the agenda, it's just feedback.
Feedback, that's correct. There's no action.
I would just broach the subject with city administration, as I mentioned, just to get an answer. If they tell us, well, so-and-so was selected, as long as there is a reason behind it, and it is not sugarcoat it in any way. You know, if it's
Mhm.
because of scheduling issues or somebody dropped the ball with
Mhm.
notifying us, or just be straightforward with it. That is the only thing I am requesting. So
Okay.
if we can't do it, we can't do it. But I would recommend that if we are not able to do the beer garden, that we are provided a list of other opportunities that could be explored for 4th of July. Because I know the city does have new methods of selecting vendors for their events. That is another discussion that will probably be had, not necessarily through Parks and Rec, but through concerned citizens and business owners. But yes, so that's only my input on it.
Okay.
Like I said,
Thank
not a
you.
discussion, just
Yeah, it's at this moment, it's just that because the last item on the agenda is basically a future item. So, okay, I will just try to have a meeting, and I will keep you posted. Thank you very much for your time. At this moment, it is 7:06. If there is anyone that would like to make a motion to adjourn,
I make a motion to adjourn.
thank you. I will second the motion then. All in favor to adjourn at 7:08, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, meeting adjourned.
Is it yours, Mr.?
No,
Okay.
that's
Oh, it was
no,
there.
it was there.
All right, I'll see you tomorrow.